You are under no obligation to be the person you were yesterday. In life, we often find ourselves holding on to past versions of who we were, tethered by memories, regrets, or a sense of obligation. But Alan Watts, the great philosopher, reminds us of something powerful. The past doesn't have to define us, and we are free to step into the present moment to create who we want to be, starting right now. The past is just a memory. It's a chapter in our story, but not the whole story. It is written, and the pages have turned. What's left for us is the opportunity to write the rest of our story the way we choose. We all have a past filled with experiences, choices, and sometimes mistakes. We let these past moments shape who we are, and we start to believe that we're limited by them. Maybe we feel trapped by old habits, fears, or the roles we've played for so long. But the truth is, the past is just a memory, and we hold the key to releasing its grip. We all have a past filled with experiences, choices, and sometimes mistakes. We let these past moments shape who we are, and we start to believe that we're limited by them. Maybe we feel trapped by old habits, fears, or the roles we've played for so long, but the truth is, the past is just a memory. In our minds, we hold a narrative that we carry with us. This is who I am based on what I've done. But that doesn't have to be the case. We can rewrite that narrative at any time. The present moment gives us a blank page, a fresh opportunity to redefine who we are and who we want to become. Alan Watts said, "You're under no obligation to be the person you were yesterday." We are not slaves to our past. We are not confined by the mistakes or successes we've had. We can choose to break free from the version of ourselves that no longer serves us. Embracing the present moment. The past is simply a story we tell ourselves. The truth is, who we are today is a brand new opportunity, and tomorrow we will be even more than that. The key is to not let the past limit our future. When we stop looking backward, we open ourselves up to infinite possibilities. The present moment is all we truly have, yet so many of us live in the future, constantly worrying about what's to come, or in the past, dwelling on things that can never be changed. Alan Watts often spoke about the importance of the now, the only time that truly exists. He said, "The past and future are real illusions. They exist in the present, which is what there is." How often do we find ourselves caught in thoughts about tomorrow or next year, waiting for the right time, or imagining what could go wrong? Or perhaps we dwell on the past, on mistakes, regrets, and things left undone. Flowing with life means embracing each moment as it comes, without resistance. It's about finding harmony in the present and letting go of the need to control every outcome. When we flow with life, we open ourselves up to endless possibilities, allowing us to experience true peace and contentment. But what if we could shift our focus entirely to the now? What if we could stop worrying about things that haven't happened yet and release the weight of the past? The present moment is the only moment that is real, the only moment where true change happens. The future is unknown and the past is gone. The only time we can act, think, or decide is in this very moment. When we live in the moment, we begin to see that life isn't something we have to fight or chase after. It's something we flow with like a river. In the present, we find peace, clarity, and purpose. When we stop looking over our shoulder at the past or too far ahead into the future, we start to realize that the present is the only place where we can truly live, and it is more than enough. Living in the moment doesn't mean we forget about the future or ignore the past. It means we accept that this moment is all we have to work with, and that's where our power lies. Letting go of control doesn't mean giving up on life. It means understanding that not everything is within our grasp, and that's perfectly okay. By releasing our need to control every outcome, we open ourselves up to the flow of life, allowing it to take us to places we never imagined. Trusting the process, we find freedom and serenity in the unpredictability of our journey. Another powerful lesson from Alan Watts is that we don't have to control everything. In fact, when we try to control every aspect of our lives, we create resistance and stress. He once said, "The more a thing tends to be permanent, the more it tends to be lifeless." Life is constantly changing, and we are part of that ebb and flow. There is beauty in the impermanence of things. When we try to cling to control, we resist the natural flow of life, and that resistance creates tension. Whether it's our careers, our relationships, or our own sense of self, life is in constant motion. The more we try to hold on to something, the more we risk suffocating it. Alan Watts taught us to let go of the need to control outcomes, and let go of the need for everything to stay the same. When we allow life to flow, we make space for new experiences, new growth, and new possibilities. Trusting the process is about having faith in the journey even when the path is unclear. It's about understanding that every step, every moment is part of a larger plan. By trusting the process, we allow ourselves to grow and evolve in ways we never imagined. Life is fluid, constantly changing, and we are part of that flow. When we stop trying to control everything and allow ourselves to flow with life, that's when the magic happens. We begin to trust in the process of life itself. The universe is constantly evolving, and so are we. Life is not about rigid control. It's about embracing the unknown, dancing with the waves of change, and trusting that everything will fall into place when we let go. Discovering your unique path is essential to living a fulfilled life. Each of us has a journey that is distinctly our own, shaped by our experiences, dreams, and passions. Embrace your individuality and remember that your path is yours alone to walk. Alan Watts often talked about becoming who we are meant to be. He believed that each of us has a unique path, and the key to living a fulfilled life is to follow that path, not someone else's. You don't look out there for God, something in the sky. You look in you, he said. So often we look outside of ourselves for answers, comparing our lives to others, feeling inadequate or lost. We think that someone else has the answers or the way to happiness. But Watts reminds us that the journey to fulfillment comes from within. We have everything we need inside us to create the life we want. It's not about becoming someone else. It's about discovering who we truly are and aligning ourselves with that truth. The answers are within you. They always have been. Each of us has our own unique journey to follow. It's important to remember that defining your own path means embracing your individuality and trusting in your personal vision. Only you can truly know what is right for you. So much of the time, we are disconnected from ourselves, chasing after things that we think will make us happy, rather than looking inward and understanding what truly brings us fulfillment. The world might try to tell you who you should be, but only you can define that. Your path is unique, your journey is yours, and yours alone. Now, this all sounds great, but how do we begin? How do we apply these ideas to our daily lives? The answer is simple. Start now. Take the first step in the present moment. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for the perfect conditions. The best time to begin is always now. The biggest obstacle to change is waiting for the right time. We think we need everything to be perfect before we take action, but perfection is an illusion. There is no perfect moment, no perfect conditions. The only time we can make a change is right now. The moment you decide to start, you're already on your way. The small steps you take today add up over time, and they create the momentum needed to transform your life. Each moment you take action, no matter how small, you are becoming the person you want to be. Don't worry about perfection. Trust the process. Embrace each challenge as a chance to grow. Remember, you are not bound by yesterday. Conclusion: embracing the present and future. So let today be the day you release the weight of the past. Let today be the day you fully embrace the present. And let today be the day you take the first step toward the person you are meant to become. The past is behind you, the future is unwritten. And right now you have everything you need to create the life you desire. Remember, you are under no obligation to be the person you were yesterday. The power to change, to evolve, to thrive, it's in your hands. Take action. Live fully.